We are up.
What's up?
We are live. We are in the building, BGW. And yes. What's good?
We won't get clipped this time.
Oh no clips. No clips.
No clips.
Our IG looking scarce. You know what I mean? It's looking wicked, but we'll explain that in a little bit. Unfortunately, we were going to start the podcast off with our usual question of the week, but we have some unfortunate breaking news from earlier today, especially here in the Virginia wrestling scene. Jermaine Robinson, better known as Dirty Money, a Virginia wrestling legend, a DMV wrestling legend, unfortunately passed away at the age of 44. Yeah, it's very, very sad, man. He just wrestled his last match back in April 22nd. Tore both quads in the match, and was about to start that road to recovery. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, passed away earlier today. Every time I've been to a show and I saw Dirty Money, man, he brought the noise, man. He was an incredible talent. So, 44,
very charismatic, man.
Very charismatic. Former VCW, Virginia Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion, tag team champion, Liberty United States champion.
Him and Phil Brown, baby.
Phil Brown, Ohio Valley Wrestling. 26 years in the game, man. 26 years in the game. It's just unfortunate that he has lost his life. Very sad, man. Very sad.
Like I told you when you told me, I hate seeing like when people transition and seeing like that 4 in front of their number of age. That shit is just wild. And I just be like, damn, that is far too young. Far too young.
We got brother DMac in the building.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? But yeah, we just want to extend our wishes to his family, to
RIP, man.
You know what I mean? Rest peacefully. Quick moment of silence, and then we'll go straight into the intro. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, bro.
Definitely got to hit Chaz up to make that full screen because that shit was all messed up.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, look at this. It was like on the side and shit.
I mean, normally I'm thinking like I usually put it in like where we're at right now, and it makes it like, you know what I mean? But I was like, hey, let's put it in the video clip section because that worked for the watch list. That did not work here, but it's all good. It's all
good, bro. Hey, you live when you learn. Yeah. Live, you learn. We love that theme song too, brother.
That shit is fire. Yes. And well, shout out to you. I saw your comment, my man, earlier. You know what I mean? We just wanted to so much love to you, to the man Vinny Kane, and yes, rest in peace to the legend. One time, shout out to Nasty tapping in with us. But welcome everybody to 165.
Yes, 165.
Ah, shit. We had a lost episode last one.
Oh, the watch list?
No, not even the watch list. 164. I did not upload that to streaming service.
Oh,
yeah.
Well.
That episode
hey, man,
sucked. Trash.
Oh
But what's up,
5
everybody?
What's
Yeah.
good?
DMac, what's up, man?
Shit, spreading love. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I missed you, man. I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute.
Boys too, man.
Yes, sir.
It's always happy to see you, brother.
Yeah, always happy to see y'all, man.
You in a different background?
Nah, it's the same one. It's just
Same. Oh, okay. The windows is
No, I think he just got like the windows. Like,
yeah, the windows.
it's
is
bright outside.
yeah. I gotta fix that shit. My bad.
Nah, you good, man.
You good, bro?
Yes, coming in first, it is I, the professor, the undisputed
Well,
BGW World Heavyweight Champion. DMac, you fought a valiant effort in your defense, but you know what I mean. Just I got the quick roll up.
That shit look shinier than mud.
I know.
look at it, looking beautiful.
Of course it looks beautiful. Look where
They got that bitch shined up.
of course it looks beautiful. Look where it's at.
Look at Chaz.
What happened? But yes, Scotland Underwood in full effect.
Coming in second, it is Solo Nolo Green, aka Rel E Dangerously.
I like it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And you know, the boy that's coming in third, they'll always get the last word. That's never late for the party. DMac motherfucking Tardy, man. What's happening with y'all?
You know.
My man's.
What's up,
Yes.
brothers?
What's up? And of course, if you like what we're doing here on YouTube, you can go ahead and hit like and subscribe. You can follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, Overcast, Podbean. You know, one time for Pod Dealers Network.
What's up?
You know who it'd be already. No umbrellas. But fellas, what's going on? How are we doing on this lovely June 2nd?
It's
And
great.
somebody hit me up the other day at work. It was like they were asking us if somebody was with us. And I'm like, man, every podcast that's any black wrestling podcast that's out there, for most, is with us when we with them. So, you know, shout out to all of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that's doing y'all thing, making this grind. You know what I mean? They was like, it's I see somebody doing the media scram at WrestleMania. Are they with y'all? Like, shit, yeah. But yeah, shit. Anybody that's trying to make it out here, they with us and we with them. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not officially, but you know, within this grind, you know what I mean?
Look, this is how you spend a Sunday night right here. The
That's a
barbecue
good way to
and
do
the
it.
whiskey when you're watching the BGW. That is top tier. Top tier Sunday living.
Them baked beans got them beef, them ground beef or ground chicken and them baked beans, man. Whatever barbecue you having right now, make sure them baked beans got some meat in it. You know what I'm saying? No diddy. And doggone make sure you got some good potato salad with no raisins in that motherfucker, man. What's happening?
Indeed. That's all good, man. I gotta go court on Wednesday, so we'll see how that goes.
Yes.
We talking the barbecue. This man, hey, he been wanting to say that because we talking about barbecue.
That's how we was doing.
Damn, that's time already come. That's crazy.
Your time has already come, brother. You already know. You was there in the car with me.
I was in the passenger seat.
I gotta tell me that shit offline, man. What's going on?
Oh no, it was just I was going too fast. That's all.
Oh, okay, good.
Nigga, zoom in through White Virginia.
Yeah, man.
Emporia?
Nah, I was outside of Emporia. I was in Northampton.
Shit, same thing.
Pretty close. Pretty close. We'll see. We'll see how that go. Shout out to Reasonable.
Love.
What's going on, my brethren?
Down round.
But yeah, man. Got a lot to talk about, a lot of graps to get to. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
A lot is happening. How should we do this? Because, like I said, you know, we have not talked about 2 pay-per-views, but if we talk about 2 pay-per-views, then we're going to be here all night. We got so much more to talk about. So I say we do a quick run-through of said pay-per-views.
Yes.
And kind of intertwine our way through the rest of the week. Does that sound right? Sound good?
I like it.
Boom. King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring, already on deck. King Gunther and the illustrious Queen Nia Jax. They have run supremacy through at the pay-per-view. Gunther in an incredible match with Randy Orton. Nia Jax in an incredible match with Lyle Valkyria.
Ooh,
are we
send
happy
her to the gulag? Send her to the moon, baby.
Starting off with Gunther, are we happy with this this choice? I mean, I feel like there was nobody else that should have won this, but Gunther.
I mean, we was gonna pick anybody else. Like, Jay had a wonderful run. It was great. I was happy that he got to go as far as he did, but nah, buddy, he won't gonna beat Gunther. And it was nice to see Randy get to the finals. And you saw what happens. You get Randy put in that spotlight. Gunther, you already know he was gonna give you a tremendous match. So they definitely treated us the one at King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, man. You like wrestling historians. If you're a real wrestling fan, you already know what time it was. They're gonna give it to not necessarily the person that need it, but the person that could benefit from it the most. And so Gunther, he could benefit from this more than Randy Orton. He already had a historical intercontinental run. And Randy's career is pretty much set in stone. Like he don't need any more accolades unless you just want to give it to him. You know what I mean? Like just how like with Becky Lynch, they needed to give her the title because somebody got hurt, and she did a great job at being a transitional champion. I butchered that word. I'm sorry, I'm from Louisiana, but she did a good job of passing the title off. And same way with like Randy, in the sense of being somebody that could be a formidable champion in that light, to give Gunther the realms of being a prestigious King of the Ring, because now he has a title shot. The only thing that I'm slightly disappointed on with it is that it's early. It's early into Cody Rhodes' run. But now we see the direction that he's gonna go, far as defending the championship at the next pay-per-view with a great opponent. I don't want to step on anybody's toes or go too early onto the show, but it's overall is a great life for Gunther. He needs to have this. He needs to have this. So far, it's like with Nia, but the conspiracies saying otherwise on why she got it, and I'd like to see what y'all boys got to say about it.
I don't know what the conspiracy is.
Main thing is nepotism. Like she was pretty much on the brink of not being a wrestler anymore in life. She got a second chance under a different regime. Pretty much got grandfathered in the regime that we're in now. Doing a better job of not hurting too many of her opponents, having hella bangers, and now she's the queen of the ring, and I feel like it's well deserved for any champion that she goes against, whoever she picks, Bayley or Liv Morgan. But I like the new way they holding the queen and king of the ring. Usually it's just just a title. It's just something to have, almost fool's gold, if you will, like having a crown and just having the prestige of being the queen and king of the ring. Well, the king of the ring. But now that it means something, that okay, they can go for a championship bout, it's super dope. I'm excited to see how the storytelling is going to be with this with this prestige.
Well, to touch on like for Nia, I think I don't chalk it up to nepotism so much. I do think she is currently on the best run that she's ever had. I think this is how she should have been booked when she was first, popped up on the main roster. But honestly, this is one of those timing things, you know what I mean? Like maybe she needed that extended break from being released to be informed of where she's at right now. I mean, I'll make my prediction now. I absolutely think she should beat Bailey to in SummerSlam. And that's no knock on Bailey. It's just Nia absolutely is the most compelling women's wrestler on SmackDown, in my opinion, outside of Bianca and Jade, but they're doing their own thing. So from a single standpoint, I think people chasing after Nia, and with the arrogance that Nia already she's already rocking with, and then adding the crown to it just makes it even better. You know what I mean? So the build up, and keep in mind this is not too because clearly they're setting up. I think they've already announced it: Bailey, Piper Niven, Glasgow, and Clash of the Castle. Clearly, you know, Piper's not winning, but you know she's getting the crowd pop. Nia, on the other hand, like SummerSlam is her crowning point. To the point, I think she should hold it all the way to Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Like from early August to mid-April, that's perfect time for you to build up somebody to dethrone her. I just don't see anybody else that could be as compelling as the champion than her. Yeah, that's just me. You know what I mean? And then to speak on Gunther real quick, we'll circle back to him. I'd like to think that Gunther winning the King of the Ring, I think him being in the ring with Randy Orton was the match he needed. Yes, he's already greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. But if you can't have an absolute incredible match with Randy Orton, then you are absolutely not ready for main event status in WWE. So we'll circle back to Gunther, but Nolo, what do you think about Nia and her winning Queen of the Ring?
I'm about to say, you pretty much said my sentiments. Like, she has been on a hell of a run since when she returned at the Raw that we were at in Norfolk, and has been tearing through the division, having banger after banger, as DMac was saying. The way they have been building her on this run is fantastic. She is the monster of the division that she rightfully should be, and she has since she's been back, has she really had a falter? I didn't see there hasn't been anything that we can aim at her or anything. So her being Queen of the Ring is perfect, and her winning the championship against Bailey at SummerSlam will just be a great crescendo to it all. And,
you know, somebody's waiting for Nia to slip up,
bro. Even if she slip up, okay. Even Jordan miss, baby. Can't be perfect. Can't be perfect to give up.
I mean,
so
it's not.
cool.
I think when it comes to Nia, it's just it's the way she carries herself. You know what I mean? Like, and even like the criticism that she was getting previously, to me, wasn't warranted. You know what I mean? Like, shit, the game, perfect example. You guys watch more of American sports than I do. I'm sure y'all saw the Caitlin Clark incident yesterday that had Twitter in an uproar, right? Explain for people that don't watch basketball or just even in that type of realm. You know what I mean? How would you have chalked that up in the game of the game? You know what I mean? Like running up on somebody, checking them. You know what I mean?
I first of all, that was a buildup of what happened, because Caitlin Clark was elbowing that girl the entire day.
Yes.
They be acting like she is innocent. I'll be like, bro, and she playing basketball. I'm not saying like she out here being like a dirty player or nothing, but that's just basketball. It's just part of being physical about it. And she got checked, and that happens sometimes, and you just gotta eat it.
I mean, yes. Was she elbowing Shorty? Like, yeah, she was. But at the same time, that she could have been a little bit more. She could have had a little bit more finesse to it, within a basketball play. Like if you hoop, not saying that it's not warranted what she did, but you got to do it within a basketball play. Like You going up
It's
for an
good,
elbow,
bruh.
you going up for a
Bro.
rebound. Extend your elbow like checker. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let me play it out.
I'm just saying, yo, bro, we acting like just because they play physical, they play physical. It's been physical in the WNBA, and
Right.
that's just how it is. That's just how it's physical in the NBA. You
Right.
you got goons in the NBA, you got goons in the WNBA out here that's gonna beat you down.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you 100%. We on the same wavelength, but hear me out. So let's say we walking in a crowd, right? And I don't like you. And I don't like we walking in the crowd. Within the crowd, I might bump you because like I'm walking that way, you already gonna be in my path. So I might just give you a little shoulder check. Then you see me in the open space and just haul off and hit me. That's a little bit too blatant and it's not within the realms of what you was naturally going to do. So let's say, okay, Caitlin was going up for a rebound and elbowed her, or within a little pivot step, elbowed her, or gave her something like that, a little dirty play. Like basketball, like within the programs, it's to separate yourself from being a good and great player, you're going to do a little bit of cheating. Like everybody knows the little slingshot when you grab somebody's jersey to get off a screen or something like that. What Kaden did, she did it in an open floor instance. It was Caitlin was going on a banana cut to get the inbounds ball on the far side of the goal. Not even.
Can I cut you off real quick?
Go ahead.
Did they call it?
They didn't.
So who cares? Play ball.
But still, though, okay.
Hey, a lot of people. Hey, my brother, we gonna move on because we're gonna be stuck on this forever.
No, that shit. Yeah, we got 3 fucking hours.
So no, we do not. No, we do not, brother. What you talking about?
But I'm saying though, just to end it, right? So yes, but people get it's all right. So people get in like law enforcement, like law infractions and stuff like that. And they don't call it either, right? They don't get called for it, and it because it's within like the little crevices of the law. But if it's like blatant where the police can see you, then it's like, damn, the second person gonna get caught. What I'm saying is, yes, the shit was earned what she did to Caitlin, but she could have did it within like in a half court setting to where it's like it wasn't as blatant. Like with Nas Reed. Nas Reed tried to get a rebound or something like that and hit old boy in the head after he had the little neck shit, right?
Lively, yeah.
Lively. But I'm saying it wasn't natural, but it was almost to the fact where it was in that gray realm. You hear what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, but also the main point, another bigger point is her teammates should protect her. That's on her teammates more than anything.
And keep in mind, the correlation the correlation I'm making is about when, like said, like the physicality that Nia was having in the ring, right? So it's like this trope when it comes to women's wrestling or women's sports of like what is too physical, you know what I mean? And I've always been on the case like if you think what Nia Jax is doing is physical, then you really should not be watching wrestling. Go watch some
shit.
Yeah,
that you know what I mean?
Like, Josie, some physical shit.
Because Nia was doing it. There is no difference of the way Nia was being physical in the ring than Gunther. So it's just one of those things. Like I think people have this stigma about Nia, and they're definitely waiting for her to slip up. But just with the way that she is navigating through SmackDown, the way she's navigating through the ring right now, like I want to see more of that physicality that the women already bring. I want to see it bringing them into a even more intense fashion, obviously in a safe manner, but you know what I mean? Like we're at that point now. The women are having incredible matches, more so than the men. You know what I mean? So I'm all for Nia being more physical in the ring. Like I said, the finish of the match with Lyra, you know what I mean? Like that was physical.
Send it to hell.
Yeah.
Even I like the AI with the edits. That what they call it now on Instagram. Where they when they did like the fake power bomb to the Banzai drop, and then they showed like they quickly edited to a Mortal Kombat animation where somebody that shit was dope. That shit was dope.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They also did the Sonic rings. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Gunther, will now get his ticket to the. Is it the brand that they're on? Is that the title?
Yeah, it's the brand that they're on.
So he's challenging the world title. He's the world title.
Whoever the champion is at the time SummerSlam happens.
So you're either looking at realistically Drew or Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know who I would pick.
Drew.
But then you have Drew lose to Gunther?
No. Have it a close finish. Drew the heel. It's a good time to switch it around to have like, all right, 2 heels or whatever, how they're gonna do it around SummerSlam. Have Drew, somebody in Scotland got Drew back. You can have. I mean, and it's TKO.
We know how.
Right here on the podcast.
I mean, Drew the heel, but Drew get cheered like crazy still.
Yeah, but you got a service to the American fans too who watching.
No, here's the main issue with Drew winning it, right? Because if you do, the money is Drew and Punk at this point. That is the money match, right?
Agreed.
You can't prolong that any longer. Like, if we're doing that at a big money show, SummerSlam is the show to do it, right? So, do they find a way for Gunther to challenge Cody? Like, do you pivot into doing something like that? Or does Priest retain? You know what I mean? I think people are overlooking that aspect that Punk might cost Drew the match.
Oh my God.
Scotland.
In Scotland? Oh, man. Oh, your countryman is going wild out.
Be on the phone with my brethrens.
I forgot
I'm saying, man.
Him and Prince are cute.
Hey, no. But yeah, like I said, like that's what I'm saying. Like this is where it gets a little like exciting because you don't know what route they're gonna go. But if it was me, I'm definitely doing Punk costing Drew the match in Scotland, because then that just builds into a bigger heat for their match. Drew and Punk does not need a title at this point. They don't need a title attached to it. I feel bad for Drew.
He held the title for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and then you lose in your country? Damn.
Twice. Oh, no, he didn't lose in his country last time. But he lost in the UK last time. Yeah. He got to lose in his actual country. That would be, oh, man.
But then at the same token, like, having Priest going against Gunther, like, that's already a foregone conclusion. Gunther's winning the match. At least with Drew, you don't know who would win. Yeah. But with Priest, like, it's an automatic. You're gonna lose.
Probably not gonna end well for Damian Priest that night.
So boom, you got the booking hat. What are we doing? Who would you go with?
I mean, I like your idea of, because I agree with you 100% that Punk and Drew doesn't need a title. So if you're gonna do that match at a big event, the biggest event of the summer, baby, good old SummerSlam. So that just means Punk gets to cost this man the title again. How many times this man gonna cost him the title before like Drew kills him?
Goddamn, this nigga got the shades on and everything.
Oh, okay, player. I see you.
Yeah, sure.
I see you at the Norfolk State. But hold the green and gold.
Gang.
What's down, Ron?
What's going on?
Ray
What's
Charles,
up, brother?
What up with you?
He said Ray Charles.
Close enough.
What's up with you, man?
Life is good, fellas.
Wonderful.
Life
Wonderful.
is good.
Hey, question for you. Who do you put Gunther against at SummerSlam? Do you do Drew or do you do Damian Priest?
Ain't no way I'm doing Priest versus Gunther. That don't even sound.
Damn. My man dismissed that notion with
That
such
don't even sound
frivolous relevance.
like what is that? Does that move the needle? And no disrespect to Priest. It's just you said Priest and Gunther versus Priest and Drew. I don't know about that one.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like it's like I don't
Punishment Martinez.
Don't call him that. Don't we kill. Don't bring them days up. Don't bring them days up. Don't bring them days up. Oh no, I feel that once again, Priest. I feel as a world heavyweight champion. But hey, man, good job.
Damn.
good job.
Not a hey, good job.
Hey man, I appreciate you, sir.
We're
We're gonna go ahead and relieve you of your duty.
You had a good time, bro.
So basically, you told him to go ahead and clock out.
Shit,
You hit it
bro.
with-
Treat him like Gable Stevens or somebody. Eh?
Damn.
Mhm.
God, damn, Nick. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just more so like Priest is at that point now where it's like, hey man, you're a world champion, but let's we gotta get this off of you real quick. We got bigger stars to put
You
this
got bigger
on.
fish to fry, baby. You gotta go.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Damn. They say you Andy.
Hey man, in the words of my good friend in the red, the game is the game.
It's sold and not told, my brother.
Just running through the rest of King and Queen of the Ring. Sami Zayn defeated Chad Gable, Bronson Reed. Cody Rhodes defeated Logan Paul. They're on doing their own thing now.
Can't skip over that. And it could.
Oh, I was definitely planning on skipping over
Yeah. Yeah, we good. We ain't gotta talk too much about that.
Nah, man, that man got the hibachi grill next to him every time he doggone wrestling, bro. And you gotta give him his props.
We'll circle back to Logan Paul, but I just want to bring up an important part of the show that led into one of our other topics. Liv Morgan is now the women's world champion. She defeated Becky Lynch, and she defeated Becky Lynch again in the rematch. You know what I mean?
On
Liv
Monday.
Morgan is a deceitful white woman out here. You know what I mean? She is playing, and like that revenge tour shit is serious. Like she is breaking up homes, she's breaking up factions, all just done out of hate. That's top tier.
I respect it.
Me too.
Yeah. I seen like a little poll they had. It was like, who would you rather have Dominique with, Rhea or Liv? I was like, his wife, goddammit.
His actual wife, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all do know this man still is married, right? Y'all know this
Yeah.
Married. Man,
Just
just
got married.
play, right?
He out here kissing all these chick. Shawty was in jail just the other day. He just think he having a thug life for real.
I know. I think that
Female Jeff Hardy.
damn.
God dang.
Chill, bro.
That's like 80% accurate.
Shit, man. Y'all say y'all wanted the old tardy back. I'm here, goddamn. What the fuck going on? Y'all niggas acting like shit.
You know what?
I just said,
I'll take a sip to that. Take a sip to that.
That was pretty good.
But the big story out of this, Becky Lynch is now a free agent. Now, granted, this is not necessarily breaking news, but there's like money can talk. Money can absolutely talk.
Always.
You know what I mean? Becky Lynch right now is reported to become the biggest contract in women's wrestling history. Because, like I said, she's not with WWE right now. You know what I mean? Like WWE is under the impression that she's not going anywhere, but that's not to say that an offer might come. It'd be stupid if she didn't listen to it.
Indeed. Even if you have all the attention to saying no, don't hurt to listen.
And she's playing she's playing the free agency game as if she was somebody in the league, because you may be like, oh, she doesn't deserve this much, or X, Y, and Z. All right, personal feelings aside, you can't take away from what she's done, how she's done it, and the accolades she has. So if she does end up getting like the biggest contract, timing is everything. You know what I mean? Like she's only gonna get what she says the market is and how the market is right now. So whatever your worth you think it is, she's gonna get paid, and the money's gonna be, I feel like, just deserved, but the money's gonna be high also because timing is everything. And the next contract outside of Becky just gonna be as bigger.
Right. I agree with what Nancy said. Like, I do think right now, like, Seth is at home. Like, this is an opportunity for both of them to be parents,
exactly,
to a future Hall of Famer Rue. But
that's nice of you.
At the same time, like, if Tony Khan, let's look at it from like a little hypothetical. If Tony Khan is trying to reestablish AEW back in like top ratings, stuff like that, and you have Mercedes already there, I would put big money to get Becky into AEW.
Oh yeah, no question.
The big time Rebecca Quinn versus Mercedes Moné, Double or Nothing next year. That has a nice appeal to it. That has a nice ring to it.
Absolutely. Like you saying with Tony Khan, it would be organizational malpractice if he did not at least try.
Right. And it's talks that he already is. Like, I told y'all what I heard on the rumor mill, that they trying to offer Becky, or him, the man, and her husband, the like 10 million, bro. But also, it's also heard that right now in the WWE, the minimum contract that they offering wrestlers is $300,000.
Call me Brooklyn Brawler,
nigga. What?
$300,000 what? To take jobs, bro. $300,000.
I'll be a jobber. The fuck,
nigga.
I lose every match. You need me to sell, I sell anything, bro.
Nigga, I know how to fall.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, nigga. Flat back, body drop, goddamn.
I shouldn't. I'll make Barry Horowitz proud out here.
Oh, oh, shit, nigga, what the fuck? Shit, sign me up, nigga. I need a fucking piece on this second.
What?
Nigga, the fuck you talking about, nigga? Matter of fact, on the fucking charm, job. Nigga, J-O-B, nigga. I'll put that right here.
I'm telling you though, man, for Becky at this point in her career, like, if Becky wanted to call it a day, Becky could. Like, Becky does not need to do anymore. I am sure her and Seth are, like, they're good money wise, like, but at the same time, like, it just, I don't know. Becky and AEW does, like, it appeals to me. Like, it would be something that would make me tune in a little bit.
And she did a great job of marketing Bex, because she knows she can't take Becky Lynch over there. She can take Becky Quinn.
Right.
She can take Becky Quinn all day. But she did a great job of marketing herself to where, like Seth, he needs another name. He could take his Iowa name, whatever his real
Tyler
name.
Black. Yep.
Tyler Black, baby. That's a hard wrestling name. And that shit better than Seth fucking Rollins.
When I found out that nigga's name was Kobe Lopez, I was devastated. I was like, what? I was like, how is both your ring names tougher than your actual name?
Shit, Lopez, like that nigga's a lucha libre like a motherfucker.
Lopez.
Just like you, Lopez.
Just like your cousin Prince Ikea, bro.
All right.
I'm gonna drop kick you one day, bro.
Okay, that's when we took it.
And guess what? He drop kicked me. Oh, 300.
But what is the percentage that you see that Becky? What do you if you were Becky, what would be the number that you would have to hear for you to even entertain going to AEW?
I need to know her contract she gets paid now. Yeah, I'm about to say I need to know what she's getting paid like now. Like
she definitely had the
nigga. Just be hypothetical with it. Just
let
me shoot out the number. You're making right now. You're making right now. You're making $7 million.
Shit, you asking me? I'll be like that little boy. I need $8,000.
Honestly, hey man, if you double my shit, why the fuck not?
Mm-hmm. They're gonna Bret Hart.
Why the fuck not?
They're gonna Bret Hart that shit, bro. Like, hey, look, we got you on the guaranteed. Well, everybody doing guaranteed, but look, this many dates. Matter of fact, I just need you on Saturday. Show up on Saturday. You got the whole week.
You gonna see him punker?
Fucking right. Fucking right. Shit. I just need you on Saturday and some Sundays, goddamn. Give you and your husband both $10 million. Matter of fact, y'all get stake in the shit. In the team and shit. We got more money coming because shit. TNT getting rid of the NBA next year too. You know they got money flying around. They gave money to the fucking college football. What the fuck? College football already said. What the fuck you need to do that for? But they got money coming.
Yeah.
But if I was her, I'd just like, regardless of the bread, TKO is a building company. I'll just stay where I'm at.
When do you think she comes back? Because it's saying like this is an extended hiatus, so I don't see her coming back for the remainder of the year. But do we see Vegas?
I think she'll definitely be back in Vegas. Yeah, she'll have something to do with that.
She'll be back.
Also, I actually think that whenever Sep's ready to come back, that's when she'll come back.
She the man though.
I'm about to say Seth. He got like any surgery like something take like a good while to get back from it.
Yeah, my boy.
Neither one of them need to come back quick.
Nah,
shelf.
Let's see. Well, that's it for the WWE.
It's always Rey Mysterio's fault. That's terrible.
Who said that?
Nah, I'm looking at Chaz's name.
That's what they saying about.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Nolo. I here on the podcast love to take accountability for his actions when he messes up. That's one thing I like to do. And I seem to be the main guy saying Ray wasn't a heel. Ray was a good guy. But you know what? This is why y'all should watch this podcast. Because not only do we hold each other accountable, we call each other out when you do some dumb shit. And what I said was some dumb shit. Nolo, Matt, Nicholas Monroe III, I want to thank you all for bringing me into the light. That nigga Ray be on some bullshit.
The trash human being. Niggas
goddamn trash.
People let their childhood affect their way of thinking.
Or try to act like they're whole.
Yeah, I can't believe like they're something not.
Nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, hit dog or holler, nigga.
It didn't hit me. That was good.
You the first one that said something.
I didn't agree to it.
Baby faces have this tendency of playing a victim every time people start to attack them, right? Ray, Willow, right? It's this whole trope. Let me finish. This whole trope, like, I'm being attacked. Why are you being attacked? Let's talk about accountability real quick. Why are you being attacked? Ray's been attacked multiple times, and he's now want to play victim.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
There's niggas on this podcast do the same shit. Nigga, ain't nobody behind you, nigga.
I'm about to say, I don't know what we talking about, but
that was a good transition.
Thank you. Yeah, this will one time for the alley oop from DMac. But we'll touch base with AEW in a little bit. But let's continue on with NXT. NXT having the show of the week. Sexyy Red.
Hellcat SRTs.
Man.
They didn't make us wait long at all. I was like, I wonder how long they're gonna make us wait before they put her on screen. I was like, oh, first segment. That's what I'm talking about.
Real quick. When it comes to like celebrity involvements, you know what I mean? We've seen it from time to time again, but I put Sexyy Red top 2, top 3. That shit was incredible.
It was a seamless transition, man. She added to the show. It was easy.
She fits it.
You can tell she loved this shit.
Yeah. It fits. She's, you know what I mean? You can say what you want about, you know, her lyrics or style, whatever the case may be. But as far as a person that just get this entertainment shit, Sexyy Red gets it. And so go ahead.
Oh no, I have to have to bow out for this quick second, real quick. Oh no, you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this.
This is funny.
Yeah. For those that know, Sexyy Red will be hosting NXT Battleground, but in order for her to do that, she had to cancel the performance that was to take place in Portsmouth, Virginia, where we're at. Yes. Now, personally, I don't care. I'm happy, but I have a special guest here that was going to the concert, and they want to talk about it. Hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm Mel. Ladies and gentlemen, no, come on in. It's my sister, everybody. Yes.
Hey.
No.
Welcome to the pod.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey. Welcome.
Yes, I'm very upset that she's not going to be in Portsmouth.
Dang.
But I understand.
Do you?
I do get it.
Okay.
Because she's probably making a lot more money.
More eyes on it.
Yeah.
More
eyes.
definitely.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, not to talk bad about a city in Virginia, but I'd much rather be in Las Vegas than Portsmouth.
Yeah, me too. It's actually kind of scary.
But those of y'all watching the pod
Because
that don't
it was
know about
Sexyy Red. Who doesn't want to see Sexyy Red?
for those of y'all watching the pod that don't know about Portsmouth, put Portsmouth with any. Let me be careful.
Wow.
Let me be careful.
All you hear out there.
If you have a crime,
bow. That's
as Mac is alluding to, if you have a crime with area, it's kind of close to that. I mean, it's you got your soft spots in the hood, but yeah, it's a little on the hood side.
She fits right in.
She does.
She really does.
Hold on, hold on there. Did you watch it? Did you watch her on NXT?
No, I didn't.
Okay, then you can go.
Oh,
all right.
Bye, you guys.
All right, well, bye, Maria.
Bye, Maria.
Thanks for coming.
All right.
I just have to say, I was very nervous that there's 183 people watching.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
You're good. Don't be fine. You're good to go.
They already love you.
This
ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. Bye.
Hey, man, that was nice.
Yeah, that was very wholesome of you.
That was nice of you, Nick.
Indeed. Look at you.
That was my twin.
Yep, because I was like, damn.
Literally.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Literally. Yeah. But yeah.
She stayed in when you got back home.
Use that one. Oh man. But anyway, to continue on our NXT conversation, Sexyy Red, like you said, she fits perfectly in the aesthetic of like debauchery that takes place in the performance center, right? Mm-hmm. Booker T and Vic Joseph, Hall of Fame performances.
Top. Okay. They were MVPs. MVP.
Top notch.
Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack.
Was that the horniest we've seen Booker T?
Easily.
That shit was
Yes,
that shit was
easily.
ridiculous.
Like, dog, he remind me of the people I work with. They ain't act like they ain't never seen a woman before. I'd be like, dang, bro.
Goddamn uncles, goddamn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When,
Pinpoint. Yeah.
When Jada Parker came out and she was on the announce table and she called Big Joseph a snitch, you a rat.
a dirty rat. Hey, which is crazy too about this situation. My barber hit me up, and he don't strike me as a wrestling fan. Actually, my barber is also one of my best friends' brother-in-law, so he family. But he was cutting my hair. He was like, Dre, I need to show you something, man. Excuse my language. Man, that whole Sexyy Red was on goddamn wrestling the other day. And he said, he looked at his ass. He was like, man, the whole Sexyy Red was on wrestling. And man, they got some badass bitches on there too. Man, hold up. Who's this bitch right here? I was like, oh, that's Jada Parker. He said, God damn, she thick. I was like, man, he want to get on the show and everything, bro. I was like, man.
It is crazy. It is crazy the amount of like times that the BGW page has gone viral just by posting Jada Parker. Like, it is absolute, like, but then think about it. Think about like when we grew up, like the aesthetic of women that we were privy to what there is today. Like, people lose their mind. Yeah, people losing their minds today, especially the amount of black women that we're seeing on pro wrestling.
This nigga told me straight up, I ain't gotta go to the strip club no more. I'm just watching wrestling.
I heard that.
What a God.
I can save your money, brother.
He was like, I ain't going to the strip club no more. I'm just watching wrestling.
Saving some money.
Facts. But how you gonna push his music, bro?
Do you
he can still push the music.
I'll show y'all.
Shit, okay.
Oh, yeah,
It's all gonna add up later, bro.
Okay.
We gotta get Supreme on the show, bro. We gotta get him.
Tell him to come on through.
All right, say no more.
Yes, the men
Shout out,
are
Mika.
well. Shout out to
Yeah,
Mika.
very much so. That is a very great point.
Mika.
Hey, look, if we had to endure fucking Poppy for like 5 years because of Triple H, I'll happily take Sexyy Red for doing everything related to NXT. Like, when it comes to the main shows, like, get Sexyy Red in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we want. That's what the streets need.
And this is only the beginning. We don't, you know what I mean? It's only the beginning. Because
does she do a match?
Shit.
Does she do a match?
I can see it.
I can see it.
I thought she was gonna do some wild shit, like jump on the top rope at NXT. So my imagination is already there.
She don't give a fuck.
Who would you do it against?
Lola? No, I'm just dreaming.
I mean, they've already started.
I'm about to say, although,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Although I've seen it.
I see Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, she gonna come back?
Oh, you think she gonna come back?
Just somebody. Fuck. Who's the racist chick?
Oh, you talking about Magnum the Stallion? I mean, the kid?
No, the ones that the shorty that had the little Twitter shit going on. She was like, "You black chick," and hit.
Oh, that was her. That was Tiffany.
Oh, you talking about the video she posted on IG, the story?
Yeah, I'm not saying not necessarily at NXT, but fuck, you already got her in the WWE realm. That Sexyy Red, you know what I'm saying? That's her whole thing. Is like she ultra goddamn black. Like she the culture.
For a comedic purpose, I would love to see Trick and Sexyy Red versus Noam Dar and Lash Legend.
See, now you trying to get Trick sent to the upper room because
ain't gonna send him to the upper room. You're not seeing the whole picture.
No, I got it. I'm running with you, Nick. I'm running. I'm right beside you. I don't feel safe for Trick's stability at home. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly all I'm saying. I'm with you with the match. We gotta pray for Trick if this happens.
I believe in Trick.
All right. You know what? Yeah, you would say that, no, because you believed in Melo.
I did.
Be like that, baby. It's just entertainment.
It ain't nothing serious, baby. Ain't nothing serious.
Ah, shit.
What about Triple H and Stephanie? That was just entertainment.
I had to grab her by the butt. You saw how she was late.
Right.
You remember when Triple H? Remember when Triple H had Trish Stratus? And Stephanie McMahon walked in the room.
That was right there.
We about to enter the CW era. We need CW drama on this program. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Not wrong.
Yeah,
we gotta restore the feeling. We gotta restore the feeling.
Nice to.
But from the scheme, like clearly this partnership is working. This partnership is working. What, like, from like going forward as far as like bringing in mainstream artists, like I've seen, you get constant people. They still want Cardi B. They still want Meg Thee Stallion to make an appearance. Do you see those things happening now? Like, especially WWE is becoming a lot more mainstream. They're doing a lot more publicity. Like, can you see any more mainstream entertainers coming to do stuff with WWE?
That's where I was going. I was gonna say, like, this doesn't just stop with her. She's essentially about to be like a pipeline, because for the minute since I've been in the IWC, the common theme has always been like weirdo, excuse my language, people, weirdos scare the bad bitches away. And I always be like, what are they talking about? I don't understand. And then I started to realize, oh, that's why the baddies don't know about wrestling, because of you niggas. Got it.
Hey, one thing a pro wrestling fan gonna do, they're gonna scare the hoes.
I see that
every time.
And it sucks for us. But I digress. Sexyy Red being a pipeline is only gonna it just makes sense, like y'all said, with it being so mainstream. It just makes sense for the person's brand, for the eyes, to get more audience. I don't see why not. Megan Thee Stallion she's already wrestler ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I seen somebody on Twitter say she's the hottest free agent right now. It's like she's ready.
Said that.
Okay. Like, yo, that tweet was pinpoint.
Bro,
she's ready.
Outfits ready and all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's with Nike. You know what I mean? Like, she's ready. You know what I'm saying? So
a Meg Bianca J picture that breaks the internet. The Meg Bianca picture that we all remember, that broke the internet.
That's right.
Yeah, that was just adding loud.
Just adding J to it. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, Sexyy. But also, you can also see that Sexyy, she already like a wrestling fan, bro.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't learn the words to Sexy Boy that fast and remix it. It's okay to learn the words and recite it.
Can we talk about that freaky ass nigga Shawn Michaels' daughter? can we talk about it real quick?
He on brand.
You see that? You see that when he got the picture with her?
That man said, what did he say? Come to daddy sugar.
Come to daddy sugar. My man went back to
97 was creeping. 97 was on that shoulder. 97 was creeping.
Like, my man became straight up for a quick second.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, I couldn't wait for this moment. But she knew the word. She remixed it to be like a girl version of the song. Like, how many songs that we had to listen to remix the girl version to make it a boy version of the song, bro? You know what I'm saying? It takes a little while. So for her to remix that and to be right next to bro to do it, bro, that's marketing genius. Whoever set that up, perfect.
She got good people. She's got good people on. I feel like this is like
her team is great.
It just really, everything works together.
And I wanted to add one more thing. I don't want to hold too much of your time, but and maybe y'all can figure out other artists at whatever level what they are at the time. But I can't really think of. Sexyy Red seems to be like one of the hottest things out, and somewhat quote unquote in her prime. I know she's still young, whatever case may be, but just to where she's at in this plethora of music outside of Bad Bunny, I can't really remember a time where somebody was see, Bad Bunny has always been hot, but Sexyy Red, like, she's at the pinnacle of her brand, and I can't really think of another artist that was just like at that pinnacle and came at WWE at the same time? Maybe y'all know somebody else, but like I said, outside of Bad Bunny, but he's already been established. I don't know anybody else.
I can think of a few, but it was at a bad time with WWE. It was
okay. How about this? I'm gonna shoot off some names, and y'all tell me the level of importance that they meant to WWE at the time that they showed up.
Did he?
Oh my God!
Don't say that one.
I wasn't going to.
Oh my
You
God!
were.
Okay.
That shit didn't make sense then.
No,
but he was at the top. He was at the top.
No. The guest host era of Monday Night Raw was some of the worst television. I'd watch NWA today over those shows.
Ooh.
That's how terrible. All right, but boom, Tyson.
Mike Tyson?
Or
Tyson Fury?
Mike Tyson,
I was assuming.
Yeah. Well,
but I said, was he at the top?
Honest to God, when y'all said Tyson Fury, I forgot Tyson Fury even made an appearance. So
yeah, I don't
know why. That's why y'all went with, but yeah, Mike Tyson.
Hey, man.
So at Mac, didn't he had just get out of jail?
Keep in mind, Mike Tyson, when he showed up to confront Austin, was just 6 or 7 months previous was the second Evander Holyfield fight where he bit the ear.
Mm-hmm.
So like
that
at
90s,
the time, so at the time,
one of the
Mike
biggest,
Tyson,
okay,
he was on suspension. He couldn't fight no more at that time.
Yeah,
got it. Okay,
but he was still the pay-per-view king, and so they kind of like WWE, even with their names like Hulk, like the Incredible Hulk. The Rock came from a movie. Stone Cold, even though they came from a genuine place, that's a title of a movie. You know what I'm saying? But they was marketing Stone Cold to be a version of Mike Tyson too. If you look at it, they were still kind of mimicking the marketing because the baddest man on the planet. Everybody know that was Mike Tyson. But around that time, they was marketing him to that. So that was just perfect in marketing to put him in there. And they already have like a good historical relationship with the top heavyweight boxer being in WWE, being like Muhammad Ali,
right?
Stuff like that. And then when they even had the one of the best ones to me personally was Floyd. But Floyd was on the fucking he was at Dancing with the Stars. He was just making a name for his like a mainstream name. So when they did that was kind of perfect too.
But wasn't Floyd kind of already? So what you're saying, Floyd, outside of the boxing, like the brand was starting to become a thing.
Yeah,
that was the beginning stages of the Money team.
Money, okay, all right.
Yeah, because he just beat De La Hoya. He came back from jail. He beat Marquez. He was on suspension. So shit, I think Big Show was probably like made him 40, 45 at the time. You know what I'm saying? So he really 51-0, bro. If you look at
it. Okay. I'll buy it.
Let's see who else had a prime. I mean, shit, you can make the argument Snooki.
Now, was it that time? That was like when Jersey Shore was at its peak.
Jersey Shore was hot.
Yeah,
that was like peak Jersey Shore.
The thing
and quite entertaining.
The thing about like the best celebrity appearances are people that genuinely you could tell they're having a great time with it. Like you could tell Sexyy Red was having a great time.
Right.
Snooki was having a great time.
Bad Bunny.
Floyd having a great time. Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? Like the reason why I hate the guest host era is because nobody except from like maybe two people looked like they were having a good time.
I feel you.
They did that joke for the check.
Yeah.
For the check. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Bad Bunny was doing that shit for the love of the graps.
For the graps, bruh.
Mm-hmm. You could tell he loved this shit.
Yeah.
And we can't wait for him to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Now keep moving forward on NXT. While there is a show taking place later on with AEW, New Japan, CMLL called Forbidden Door. The real Forbidden Door is taking place right here. Jordan Grace is challenging Roxanne Perez, NXT Battleground.
Man,
I did not. Number one, a lot of people saw this, thought there was going to be the debut of Julia.
Right.
You know what I mean? But she broke, she strained her wrist. You know what I mean? She got surgery on her.
She just had surgery.
Right.
And then I saw somebody earlier in the day, one of the reporters talk about Tegan Knox, and I laughed because
I remember when you sent me that.
Like, you want me to watch Battleground for Tegan Knox? That's insane. Like what? I'll watch it because it's on. But instead,
that wouldn't have got you hyped.
It probably wouldn't even got me to watch it live.
That don't move the needle.
That's not moving a damn thing. You know what needs to be moved? Those knees that she's got. That's what needs to get moved.
Ooh.
But instead, you have Jordan Grace. Now, Jordan Grace this is her second WWE appearance. She debuted at the Rumble, incredible performance. And now we're seeing the elements of a partnership between possibly NXT and TNA. First, were you surprised that she's the open challenge?
I was supremely shocked. So I just came back into the room and I saw your message. You just said, "Yo," with a whole bunch of exclamation points. And I was like, what happened? Because I didn't look at the TV yet. And I looked up, I was like, what the fuck is Jordan Grace doing there? I was like, oh man, this is a good move, man. This is an extreme move. Like her at the Rumble, like she already looked like she belonged in that ring, and she had a tremendous performance. And what a better person in NXT than little Roxanne to go up against.
Roxanne.
That's what I'm talking about.
She definitely, like to me, Jordan Grace, I'm waiting for her contract with TNA to come to an end, man. She needs to be in WWE. Like she fits.
It fits
perfectly.
Right.
Like her whole aesthetic.
Yeah.
It flows. She looks like she belongs in WWE. But with that being said, this partnership that it looks like is going to be happening between NXT and WWE can only mean wins for everybody. I think it's a perfect opportunity for a couple of the young talent in NXT to go get that rub. I think if she does re-sign with WWE, that the Slammiversary match will be Jordan Grace versus Natalya, which from a women's standpoint, that's an absolute dream match.
Yeah, that is great.
I saw somebody, even though it's unrealistic, but I would love to see it. AJ Styles making an appearance at the Slammiversary show.
Now, wait.
I would love that.
That'd be special, bro.
You really think that's unrealistic, though?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think you asking for a lot. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
If you do it now, would I love it? Would it make perfect sense? Absolutely. And there would be there'll be no losing there.
Yeah.
If the end of the show, a Slammiversary, was whoever, everybody's standing in the ring, and then the lights go out, and all you hear is the old AJ Styles theme, I am. Nigga, I might cry, dead ass. You don't understand. And we'll get to AJ in a second, but that would be a moment in itself. I do think we are gonna get a When Worlds Collide pay-per-view, NXT or WWE versus TNA.
Because that'd be perfect.
Yeah,
I agree. Because you're building up. You have so many matches that you can do. You have so many matches that you can, have those interpromotional connections.
Yeah.
Shit, you have people clamoring for the reunion of the Rascals, MSK.
That's what I want.
I was so hyped. I gotta go watch the match because I was so hyped when I seen it.
I didn't know you didn't know.
We didn't know that you didn't know.
I had no idea. It was, again, like I was telling Nolo, it was a pleasant surprise because I fought with the Rascals. So
Oh yeah, yo, I saw that you didn't know. I was like, I was like, wait a second, how did we let this go on for so long?
But I mean, it makes sense because, like I said, I didn't when I asked y'all, I was like, yo, was Carmelo ever? What did Carmelo do this before? And y'all tell me about his work before then. It was kind of like not in the same pocket, but it was kind of like that. Because I've always just wondered like where a lot of these wrestlers outside of just the Performance Center, where did they come? Because I know they all didn't come from the WWE. I know they had to come from other brands. So that's why I was just like shocked. I couldn't believe it. I thought Wesley was always WWE.
Nah, man, that was Dez.
That guy.
After we get off, I'm gonna go watch a Araska match.
Yeah, the niggas ain't know about Dez, man.
That was a pleasant surprise, man. I was happy to.
I remember when they got signed, I was like shocked that it wasn't all three of them. I said, "What?" I was like, "Oh, we only getting Zach."
And they was always in TNA.
It's not from big promotion wise, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, of course they had the slots on the
indie runs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna have to check that out, man. Hell yeah.
And then adding on to that, the ending of NXT. You know what I mean? First, you know what I mean? Shout out to Trick and Javon Evans, you know what I mean? Disposable gals. Yeah. But
you see Trick's face when Sexyy Red did the split.
Flabbergasted.
My man turned around and was like,
all right. Last life you can fight.
Oh yeah, without question.
hey man.
Hey, all right.
I'll tell you who can't fight Trick Williams because he got his ass beat. A debuting
coming, bro.
A debuting Ethan Page, all ego Ethan Page. Did not see that coming at all.
Not in the slightest.
No.
The crowd did not see it coming because they made no reaction.
Yeah, it was.
They were quiet. They were quiet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people in the crowd, they were like, why is Sean Spears out here?
Yo.
One and the same, different haircuts.
Damn.
Oh, man. How you feel about Ethan being there though?
Stop me if I'm lying though.
Oh no, because you.
No, I wasn't going to stop you. I was just still.
Exactly.
I like Ethan more. I will say that.
So I got on this podcast a couple weeks ago, and I said that Ethan Page's ceiling was NXT. If he was to go to NXT, it was NXT, and I stand by that 100%. It is now Ethan Page's job to impress me and prove to me that this was a signing worth having. Am I intrigued? Absolutely. Do I think he'll have a great match with Trick? Without question.
But you don't see it.
But you're not interested for real.
Here, this is where you put yourself in a bubble.
Right.
Who wins? Does Trick win? Or do you put the title on Ethan Page and then you have Trick chase him? Because, think of it like this. Ethan Page is without a doubt, like he's great in ring. You know what I mean? Like a veteran presence holding the title while Trick chases him would make compelling television. But do you already take the title off of Trick? Or do you beat Ethan Page in his first match in NXT?
I mean, is he like actually with NXT or is he living it?
That's what I was about to ask. Because I don't even
know. I assumed he was just with TNA and then he's just doing this. And then that's where he was going to go back to. But I guess they also make sense.
No, he's signed to WWE.
Oh, he is signed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Sure. Is she signed too? She got like a little dual thing.
Who?
Oh, you talking about Jordan Grace? Nah, he's still at TNA.
He's still at TNA.
Okay.
For now.
But to answer your question, I personally, is it the worst thing in the world if he loses the Trick?
Yes.
Not for him. I don't think it is.
I was gonna say yeah, because I'm like, damn, you built all this storyline, for Trick to be the flag bearer. Not saying he can if he loses. I'm not saying that at all. But you built that story up for him to get the chip, and then we don't even get like out the gate a solid run to see like what it can be. At least
I just got this thing about you losing in your debut match.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense to me. But
Unless
Put it
they're
like this.
ready for Trick at the main roster.
Put it like this, right? It is no different than when Braun Breaker lost to Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler won the title, and then Braun won it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it adds to, like, it helped Braun in his title run. You know what I mean? So,
Beat him clean, too.
Trick losing to Ethan Page is not going to hurt Trick.
No.
Ethan Page losing to Trick.
Would that hurt?
I mean, if you go by, he just said he don't really like it when they lose their first debut match, and that would definitely be his debut match.
But okay,
like it.
Okay, then think about it like this: if Ethan Page loses to Trick, right, and let's say they do a rematch and he loses again to Trick, then what for Ethan Page at that point?
So then that goes back to the original statement. We have to see if Ethan can prove us wrong, prove you wrong. Because like I said, I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. I believe in Ethan. I like Ethan a lot. I just don't know what Ethan Page correlates to the main roster of WWE.
I know I was arguing that like it wouldn't be like the biggest of deals with him losing, but I would have Ethan win and beat Trick. Like I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world of Ethan Page being the champion in NXT, because like the example that you use, Braun lost to old boy twice, didn't he? Did Ziggler beat him twice? It took him the third time to finally get that belt back.
One time. I didn't know it was twice.
I could have sworn he lost to him twice.
No, I wasn't there, so I saw it one time.
Shit, you could do the thing where Ethan Page defeats Trick and then pops up at Slammiversary with the NXT title.
Good.
So Trick
have a little door friction where they see one another.
Why not?
So you would have Trick wrestle on TNA?
Why not? Why not?
No, I
I
like
mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Why not?
I like it.
Like this. Like it looks like this is the most open to interpromotional work that WWE has done in a long time. Why not do that? Like, why not explore those type of avenues? It can't hurt. You know what I mean? Like, it can't hurt Trick to go over there and have one or two couple matches.
If anything, this could take Trick's brands to a whole nother level.
Also, the caveat on what y'all just said too. This past weekend, I just saw, Turkey Out of Sheep, the promoter over there in Rider season for boxing, Saudi Arabia. He had like a promotion where it was like two promotional companies battling it out for points. So Queensberry promotion versus Matchroom on the Zone pay-per-view. And we'll talk about the main event later, but that was kind of sad. But anyway, it was Queensberry pretty much shut them out. It was like 10 points because it was like one. If you won your boxing match, it was 1 point. If you knocked them out, it was 2 points. But if your captain won, it was double the points, whatever it was. So maybe like Triple H can, or Sean, whoever, they can do something similar to it, like it's TNA versus NXT for a takeover before WrestleMania.
Survivor Series.
Oh, a Survivor Series takeover.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Night before Survivor Series.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So
I like it. I love it. Actually, I love it.
Make one collide that.
This is what happens when we bring the brain trust all together.
Hopefully it's a little bit more closer than because Queensberry beat the dog shit out of Matchroom.
Whooped their ass. It was nasty. It was nasty.
Man, it's like that. Nasty. Did you at least pinch the bitch?
They did not. Moving over to the B team in AEW. Double or Nothing, not bad show. Incredible anarchy in the arena match. But we'll get to that. Let's get to the focal point. Let's get to what we're really here for. Mercedes Moné. and Willow Nightingale. First,
Pick your head up, brother.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Nolo. It's all right.
I've seen her whip many asses in this same ring.
Oh man. It's all good, man.
how we feel about the match?
I like the match. Didn't like the ending. Didn't like how it went.
We're not talking about that. You jumping the gun, man.
Okay, the match was
focus on the match. Focus on the match.
okay. The match was good. The match was good. How
did Mercedes look?
She looked
First
really
match-
great coming
first-
back.
first
Yo,
match in a year.
first match in wrestling over a year. That is amazing, especially coming back from something that doctors was telling her that like she may not even be able to wrestle again and stuff. So you coming out your first big match at the pay-per-view, put on a solid performance, looked amazing. Happy to have her back in the ring. It's always a beautiful thing to see her.
Chaz, what do you think?
That was great. I definitely thought it was great. It was good to. She pulled Mercedes pulled a Kawhi Leonard because apparently she was already cleared a minute ago, but was like, "Nah, y'all don't get this money to DON," which I respect. You know what I mean? Especially if you felt like you wasn't ready till double nothing. What we know from her is that she's not gonna try to bullshit you on the performance. So if that's what it took, then. I mean, the proof is in the pudding because she looked great. It didn't look like she had any rust on her. She had, I think, me and Nolo was like, it took a while for them to kind of have the symmetry, and I wish they had maybe had another match beforehand. But I mean, that came with the territory because they hadn't seen each other in a minute. But all in all, I had just wished it was longer. That was my thing. I thought the ending was like kind of rushed, but that was because Timu Triple H had his little 15-minute soliloquy. But we'll get to that. But I loved it. I wish it was longer. I'm very curious to see the comeback for Willow and what Mercedes side run looks like.
Hey man, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
First of all, I was laughing at my phone, dog.
I tried, Nolo. I'm sorry. I tried, man.
Wasn't even laughing. Wasn't laughing.
I tried,
at that.
brother.
I was laughing at something at my phone.
Oh, okay, my bad.
It's all good, man. It's all defensive.
Hey,
we haven't even got to
I'm supportive.
We haven't even got to that part of the show yet.
I'm supportive.
Matt, did you see the match?
Yeah, I seen it. And it was a great match. Willow, she did her thing. I knew who was gonna win. Matter of fact, I think I predicted that one 100% right. No, matter of fact, I didn't, because that's how I lost the belt. But it was great. I just didn't like the ending.
Well, what part?
It was a little
in the sequence.
Yeah, just this, not the fact that Monet won. It was just kind of stale. It didn't give, it was so for something like that, like a big moment like that to happen, for her to win her first title at the company that she pretty much running. The ending could have been had a little bit more somatic energy, if you will. So like just the way that the sequence of her winning the match,
right,
kind of dull, but overall it was a good match. But I just didn't like the ending. It was just like, okay, because I think we all text like, is that it?
Yeah, I was like, huh?
Is that?
It's no more.
Yeah, right. It just left too much on the table for that.
Yeah.
I feel like with Mercedes though, like it's like she's getting back in the rhythm. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like being out of the game for a year.
Of course.
I'm a little bit of ring rust here and there. Clearly they were, the match was designed to have the match, but obviously the post match angle. But I think going forward, especially going into Forbidden Door with Stephanie Vaquer, which I'm very, 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 very much looking forward to that match. That match is going to be incredible. For those that remember the match they had last year, the same tournament that that Mercedes got injured at, the match she had with Stephanie Vaquer was incredible. So, and she's only gotten better as the year has went on. So I'm very looking forward to that match. But I think going forward, you'll see Mercedes back in that element. And then salute to Willow too, because like I said, Willow did everything right in the match as well. Also, I think this was one of those matches, like the structure, just because like there's no clear baby face, no clear like heel in the match. They threw the dynamic off a little bit. I think that they will have a better match. And I personally, I love the match. I would honestly give it 4.5 leaves on the Nolo green leaf scale. But I think if they run it back later on in the year, which I do foresee that happening, I think it would be a better match. That's one of those matches like you need to give them like 20 minutes, like 10 to build up, 15 hit that stride, that remaining 5 you just let it cook. But obviously that wasn't the thing that people were talking about of the match. No, they were not. What we were talking about was Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway. They come out, and clear like they were like Stokely was getting involved in the match. You know what I mean? Willow won't liking it, and then Stokely was berating Willow for losing. Chris Statlander shoved down Stoke. You know what I mean? Chris walking Willow up the ramp, and then bam! Threw that ass right on the ramp.
Rockabye, baby.
Rockabye, baby. Yes, sir. Let's go around the circle. Let's start with Chaz. Chaz, talk to me, man. What do you think about this heel turn?
I'm definitely with it. I thought it was gonna come after DON. So I definitely was kind of shocked that it happened then, but I am all for a saga between Chris and Willow. The storyline is there. 2 powerhouses. You got a loud talking manager that can spit with the best of them. All the elements are there for this climb back for Willow, and also to reestablish, to the fans that Chris is her. You know what I mean? So AEW really has an opportunity to seemingly, if they do it right, especially get out the whole narrative that they can't build a story or they're not focused on the story. You have an opportunity right now to not only build, Willow and Chris and put Chris back into a dominant light, but also the climb back to Willow and Mercedes whenever that happens. If you let this cook, you let this simmer, the first round match between them could have been like, the warm up to the eventual three-peat, if that's how they move it. So I'm happy for it. I'm happy to see where this goes. I'm nervous because I don't want them to fumble this, but I'm with it.
That was nice. DMac. Let's let this chopper swing, man. What did you think about the heel turn?
I'm sorry, Nolo.
It was well needed. It was well needed to give Willow that babyface push that I feel that she's a little bit more comfortable at. Not necessarily that her as a person, because I believe that she did a good job as a heel for the small moment that she was kind of in. It felt like she was giving heel this vibe, but it was just needed to put an exclamation mark of that she is actually a face. So while they still brewing and still building up the rematch for her and CEO to have the rematch later on in the year, it's good to build another character off of that to give her the rub. And Chris Statlander, like I'm not too fond of. I'm not saying I'm not too fond of her. I'm just, that's probably lack of a better term. I don't know her too well, but it did give me more interest in her character when she did it, because I kind of knew it was about to happen. For some reason, I was like, oh yeah, she about to turn But it did give me, more interest into that character. And I must say AEW did a good job of building a new character off of this whole ordeal with Willow and Sasha, because we didn't like, she was just a pawn at the particular time, but now she's a true player. So yeah.
Can I ask you a question? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but not get to you, Nolo. So you don't see, or you wouldn't think she would sell well as a heel?
Nah, I think she can. I think she will, just off her build alone. Like,
oh, we talking about Willow or Chris?
Willow, both.
Okay, yeah, we're the same page. All right,
but just over their build, like every great heel has been somebody that's just been a bigger person. If you look at it, like historically, like Bam Bam Bigelow, Vader, list goes on. Like heels has always been somebody that's been bigger in stature. They look like they supposed to win.
Right.
So Willow, I believe, just like Nia Jax, like she has that stature to be a great heel, and it just natural. Just off the stature and looks alone and build, because she's a very beautiful woman. But all wrestlers, I think, have been more keen on being a heel because it's easier to be a heel. Just from just looking in, just being a wrestling fan. But I feel that right now the fans pretty much perceive her a little bit more of being a face, and that's just a icing on the cake on it. Just like with MJF, it took a little longer to have us to accept them in the face role, and they did more writing to have it to her like somebody that he looked up to turn on him again, and turn on him some more, to where he got hurt. And then when he came back, is the ultimate face turn, when somebody is gone for a long time, half the wrestling fans miss them, and then come back, and then it's okay. Yo, we miss you, my brother, with you coming with the Triple H vest jacket thing, and now we accept you more as a face. So the same thing with Willow. Like, to me, not being somebody that look at AEW frequently, I kind of seen it as the heel because of my liking for the CEO. Right. But that was a good way of stamping that Willow is a face, but also bringing a new player in the game with Chris Statlander.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this one I had to be sad? Okay, my bad. All right. So you know how you watch, of course, everyone knew the heel turn was coming. First of all, you seen her in that black get up. You saw the outfit. You was like, "Oh, Willow, you gotta pay attention to the signs." It's like an anime when you know a character about to die because they spend the whole episode talking about their past, and then they got that sad music, and it's the season finale, and you already know what's about to happen to them. That's just what happened to my baby Willow, and it's okay, man. She's the biggest baby face in the company. She's gonna make a tremendous run back up to the top. This feud with Chris Statlander it's needed in the story. It's gonna help build both of them. Definitely would run it like 3 times, and I feel like the last match has to be a street fight. Has to be. That's how they was going out in tag teams all the time anyway. So why not end their feud in such a way? Indeed.
Nick?
Naive. Having or showing a lack of experience, judgment, or information. She's so naive, she believes everything she reads. What we saw last Sunday night from Willow Nightingale is the plague that all baby faces have a tendency to show, and that is stupidity and naiveness. And they try to mask it by being, "Oh, I'm so nice, nobody can ever hurt me." When in reality, if you look at it, like this is probably the most justified heel turn that you could think of in AEW history. Number one, we tend to forget that Chris Statlander not only had one, but two tore ACLs. An incredible TBS title run. Do you think Willow put that into factor? Nah. It was about Willow. It was Willow's time. You know what I mean? Do you think Willow ever was like, hey, I got this title. You and me, best friends. We run it one time for the title. The best woman wins. I didn't hear that coming out of Willow Nightingale's mouth. Did you, gentlemen? Did I miss something during the AW shows? That was a challenge ever made?
I cannot disagree with
no,
your
a
statement.
challenge was never made.
If I if I had the title, boom. Whenever you guys want a title, all you gotta do is just ask. You know what I mean? Just a quick time. We can run a fade one time.
And that's all Chris had to do was ask. He never asked. Did she ask?
Excuse me, I'll let you speak.
You asked the question, but okay.
No, that was one of those. Let me finish. All right. Let me finish.
Reclaiming my time.
You're still talking. Can I continue? No. Can I
go
continue?
for it, brother?
Damn, man, that boy Nick said, "No, you botch, blind, bad,
Beat blind,
All I'm saying is that for every baby face that gets turned on, 9 out of 10 times there's a justified reason of why they got turned on in the first place. I'm very much looking forward to this feud. You have two women that absolutely can go in the ring. Like Chaz alluded to, you have an element of a manager that can hype the match up even more. You have two women that can undoubtedly put on probably the greatest street fight to ever take place. But let's not sit here and pretend like there's that Willow did not have some part in her getting turned on.
Can I respond?
No, we're moving on to the next topic.
Oh man, cold. All right,
That's my line.
What would you like to say?
Okay.
Nolo, what would you like to say?
No, I would just like to say that, you know what? This is how I look at this. If I'm friends with someone, and if you want a shot at the belt that I have, closed mouths don't get fed. I can understand you having and feeling a type of way that I have the title that you used to want, that you used to have. I'm sure you even had dreams and aspirations of getting that belt back. But I thought you were just being a supportive friend. I didn't think you was out here just hating on me from the sidelines the entire time. You could have asked for a shot if you wanted a shot. That's all it would take. They look like very good friends. I'm sure Willow would have loved to have given Chris Statlander a shot. But what did Chris do? She let go ahead. My bad.
Can you say that with 100% confidence?
With what?
That Willow would have gave her a title shot?
I 100% think that she would have gave her a title shot. The only way I would say that she would not have given her a title shot is if they were gonna go on some like somewhat heel type tactic with her, route with her, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Then I can see it. Like, nah, I don't want to give you this. Nah, you can't get a shot at this belt. But I think she, in the character that she is, and what she has shown, that she would absolutely give her a title shot. But Chris Statlander, the person you are a number one fan of, she allowed that little bald man to corrupt her and start telling in her ear and telling her all the things.
A couple weeks ago, buddy was funny. We were all of his.
Hey, that don't mean I can't. Hey, brother,
we were all loving Stokes a couple weeks ago. What changed?
I still love Stokes, but that don't mean that actions happened and things changed. That's what changed. See, he is the catalyst for the change in Chris Statlander. She used to be a supportive friend. Now she out here talking down and being so disrespectful to her.
And you know who would agree with Nolo and say fuck Stokely? Our idol, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Oh man!
Shout out to brother Umar. Nah, don't shout him. Don't shout him.
Hey, look, we'll see in the coming weeks how this story unfolds. I'm looking forward to it.
Indeed, me too.
Just to kind of wrap things up, because like I said, I do want DMac to get the long-awaited boxing.
Yes,
DMac
sir.
boxing
Yes, sir.
The last thing I'm going to bring up is Forbidden Door. We're having Swerve and Will Ospreay, who is now the new international champion. Is this match happening too soon?
Yeah. Feel rushed.
It feels rushed. Yeah.
I feel the only reason I feel like it feels rushed is I guess did I kind of do it to myself? I just kind of assumed that they would wrestle at Wembley, but I guess if your plan is to, I guess, or they could. I mean, Swerve could get the best of it at this one, and then they run it back at Wembley, and then he wins.
But doesn't the winner of the Owen Hart tournament?
Damn, you're right. Damn.
Yeah, the winner of the Owen goes to Wembley. So my question, right, for everybody.
Oh shit.
If that's not the match in Wembley, if they're not doing Swerve and Ospreay, what is the biggest match they could possibly do? Like who? Because the person I said that would probably that from a big stadium style match would be Bryan Danielson, right? But that's not a guarantee. Would it be MJF, who just made his return?
That's kind of who I thought it was going to be.
Would you say, Mac?
That'll definitely be too soon because shit, he'll have to win that shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that, I guess in my head, Ospreay winning the Owen Hart Cup would have made more sense than them doing the match at Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
So to me, there's not too many people on the roster that like screams world title challenger at Wembley than Will Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
So then, what if you did? Because I am in the pocket of it is kind of being early, but I'm also in the pocket that this can be a series to build to Wembley. So if that's how we're going, it is why couldn't Will win the Owen Cup and then go for like if he loses at Forbidden Door, wins the Owen Cup and then fights him at Wembley. Like why couldn't that be a thing?
And that just doesn't like to me. That just sounds like that's just adding too much, right?
Too much. That Will.
Yeah, because if that was the route that you would have go, you could have just had Will be the final. Like Will lose in the gauntlet,
and
then he wins the Owen. You know,
and I'm with you. In my brain, I'm thinking like, damn, you are giving so much. I mean, not to say he doesn't deserve it, but damn, you are tossing a lot to Will's way in this short amount of time.
Ooh. Oh, did not think of that. Did not think of that. I did not think about that. Shout out to Reasonable. I did not think about that at all. That would be the match. That would be the match. That would be the match. Oh, I like that. All right. Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Shit.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
You will. Yeah, that's perfect. Nolo, you did not see, but our good brethren over at Reasonable Podcast said that I'll put it back up one more time.
Oh,
and that be the match at Wembley. That is a
that is a money match. Yeah, that is. See, right. That's why best podcast of the game.
Open and shut case, gentlemen.
So y'all saw that?
That did it.
People out there, that's support.
Yeah, open and shut case right there.
That's support right there.
Just little tidbits here. Did I have anything for the quick roll up? Oh, did y'all see AJ Francis, Alex Kane?
No,
I sure did.
no.
I sure did. That was a good match.
It was
Great
okay.
match.
I'm
Great
gonna
match.
add that to the list.
Yeah, send that.
It was very good. I got a shout out to AJ Francis. I never wanted to ever see him be a baby face in my life. He needs to be the heel that he is, and I like it. I like him way more as that way. And the storyline of the match I thought was pretty dope, and just throughout the match, having the ancestors, Teddy Long and Mark Henry there.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Teddy who fell asleep.
Teddy did fall asleep. Hey man, he's an older person.
He did.
He's older.
That's why Mark had to move next to him. Like, he'll wake up.
Yeah, keep him up.
Wake up.
Hey man, hey, he just like me, dog. I be tired sometimes.
Just like me, yeah. I just got it on the show.
But yeah, just like
people.
Yeah,
we remember.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yo, I
was embarrassed. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, when you
I was exhausted.
Oh my man.
I worked that.
I forget. Yeah, Chris did work at MLW, so I forget. Yeah, Chris. They both. I think they both worked at MLW.
Understandable.
But yeah, that's really all I got for the quick roll up. Let's get to the most anticipated return, DMac's Boxing Corner. And last night was an incredible show, if we're not mistaken. DMac, like I said, Matchbox and what was it, Queensberry
Promotions. Yep.
So obviously the big story coming out of the matchup was Deontay Wilder versus Zealand Zhang.
Big Bang Zhang.
Yeah. First of all,
Big Bang.
But before we get to the actual the end result of the match, real quick, how important was this fight for Deontay Wilder?
It was definitely put for both fighters. It was they both lost to Joseph Parker their last outing. Joseph Parker beat Deontay Wilder maybe about 2 months before he fought Big Bang Zhang, and then he beat Big Bang Zhang in a more controversial decision. Well, closer decision. I won't say controversial because he definitely won the fight, but it was a definitely closer fight. But it was put up a shut up for Deontay Wilder. Out of the last 2 fights that was on that card, it was pretty much a showcase to see who was going to fight Anthony Joshua in Wembley Stadium. Mm-hmm. So the boys had a good knockout victory and won the interim IBF championship, heavyweight championship. And Turkey Al-Sheikh pretty much said, like, look, he did a good job. He won, but I would rather put my money in the Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua fight, a fight that we all been waiting on, all been wanting even before the Tyson Fury fight. So it was a lot of pressure on Wilder to win that fight from all angles. And you know, it's so long you can play, and I'm saying he played boxing, but he tried to switch his style up. This is the biggest thing that this is my biggest take from Deontay Wilder, which I kind of knew it was the beginning of the ending. His coach was a fighter that he beat convincingly early on in his career. I'm going to say that again. His coach was a fighter that he beat the shit out of early on in his career. That never settled with me ever after that. And so the way he got knocked out was pretty much reminiscent of Zab Zuda when he fought Costa Zoo. When Costa Zoo hit him and he looked at the ref and he kind of pointed at the ref. I was like, oh snap, this man having a Zab Zuda moment, because Zab Zuda was our guy in the 90s. It was him and it was more so him than Floyd. People would forget about that. It was Zab before Floyd.
Zab was
supposed to be the one.
Zab was a monster.
Zab was the one. He had the knockout power. He was knocking folks out. Floyd was knocking folks out, but it was stoppages. It wasn't that one punch knockout. And so just to see that, it was kind of sad to see, but also people only gonna see the outcome of the fight. He lost, but it kind of warms my heart a little bit because of the story of Deontay Wilder. He started boxing when he was pretty much
years old.
Yeah, he was able to drink and won a bronze medal in the Olympics. It's people that have been fighting since they were 5, 6 years old that didn't even make it to the Olympics. So for him to do that was amazing, but it also kind of raised my ears a little bit to show what PBC actually doing with the fighters, how they matchmaking. Because we kind of saw it with Spence when Spence fought. Not saying he fought formidable opponents before he fought Terrence Crawford, but he steamrolled those guys. Like Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia never won a fight in 147 ever. But they built him up as this big opponent against Spence when he came back from the car accident, and Spence did what he did. And not to talk about Spence too much because we're talking about Wilder, but it kind of correlate based off the matchmaking that PBC was doing beforehand, and seeing him go to another promotional company like Matchroom that have a stellar heavyweight roster, to see that he couldn't do shit with them boys. Not even Joseph Parker, dog. Spence was running. Like he was killing. He was doing his thing, and Spence was Olympian too. Like, don't get me wrong, Spence is my favorite fighter still, even after the Crawford fight, because I know a little bit of the thing that was what he was going through during that fight, and he's a dog for even taking. He didn't even spar to make that fight. Let's put that out there. But Wilder never developed any type of skills, and I think that he was listening too much to the fans and the critics out there, where he kind of changed his style up. And I'm talking about Wilder here, where he wanted to be more of a boxer, and he forgot about that killer instinct that he had that brought him to this point. And I think a lot of that, what convinced him the most was them two losses that he took to Tyson Fury. And if he would have stayed to be a fighter instead of a boxer, we'd probably be talking about a different outcome in this fight, because he had it there. He was just trigger shy against Big Bang Zane. And
is this the definite end of Deontay Wilder? I saw podcast I was listening to. They were like, it's very easy. They could give him a 10-fight tune-up. You know what I mean? Kind of similar to what they did to Foreman back in the day. You know what I mean? Give us some guys that you can guarantee that he's going to win, and kind of build him up a little bit more. Or is this the definite end to his career? Like we were talking about earlier, like the man being that he started boxing at 20, a bronze Olympian, you know what I mean? Like that's you know what I mean? Probably the most dominant, dominant heavyweight, American heavyweight champion we've had in a long time. Like, there's no shame if he called it a day. Like, he has a Hall of Fame level career. But is there more fight left in him?
No. And it's plain. It's not there. It's not there, bro. He don't have it in him. And I hope he doesn't fight anymore, bro. Because that knockout took a lot of them. And did he lose to Fury because he wasn't a fighter? And he meant to put yes. He was trying to. He changed his style. Look at the first fight. The first fight when he got a draw, and arguably you can say he knocked Fury out that fight. Like, the referee counted late in it. Like, let's be honest, bro. He counted a little bit too late, and you can say that's an 11 count to a 12 count when he knocked Fury out, when he knocked Fury down the second time. But he had a little bit of fuck it in him, and all great raw athletes have that, where like they don't know enough to know the technical side, but they know enough to survive, and that's what he was doing. Like he didn't know what, like, to do the jab and move, keep his head aligned, but he knew he had enough natural instincts and just relied on them so much where he was just punishing the fighters that was in front of him. Even though, granted, it seemed like they put fat, overweight, slow fighters in front of him before the Tyson Fury fight, not building to a fight like Tank now. Like Tank Davis is fighting a southpaw. He's fought a southpaw before Ryan Garcia. It seems like they building him to fight a Shakur Stevenson so he could get more prepared for a southpaw fighter. They wasn't doing that with Wilder. Wilder was just an attraction steamroller and kind of manipulated the heavyweight title to where like he can get that WBC. Not trying to discredit him, but retrospect, that would have seemed like now. So I say that to say this, as far as like his career continuing, I think what you said about having those tune-up fights, I think this was it. Joseph Parker was written off.
Yeah.
That was a tune-up. Okay, nobody saw it in the States too much. Nobody was talking about it that much. Okay, we can kind of overlook that. Go to Big Bang Zane, who Joseph Parker just beat. He's slow. Throw that right hand. He wasn't throwing it at all. So I think what you were saying was what they was trying to do over there at Matchroom. They just didn't capitalize on that moment. He didn't capitalize on that moment. And it was kind of too late for him to try to be too much of a boxer, and he kind of lost that fighter instinct where he was thinking too much. You get what I'm saying?
I forgot. I saw a tweet earlier because somebody brought up the fight with Robert, the Finnish cat, Robert Hennelis, I believe his name is.
Yeah.
And they brought up like the post. You know, he knocked him out first round, but they brought up the post fight where like it's possible him knocking out like a friend like took like all his fighting spirit away, like because if you remember the post fight, like he was in tears talking about like the damn like about like what boxers go through, like the head damage and everything like that. I can see that also playing a factor in the way he changed in the last two fights he's been in. Just that tentativeness that I feel like if you lose as a fighter, then you really should call. Like if you become gun shy, then you can't come back from that.
Yeah, and the caveat on what you just said, what you just beautifully said, was that's what's kind of scaring me to the Tank fight too. Because if you listen to what Tank about, he talking about like a lot of his mannerisms and stuff that is not good for a regular human being. Like he is short tempered, but he knows it now, and that's kind of scaring me for his fighter instincts because he's saying that he want to lose that to be a more of a better citizen in America, in the world, and around that time, and I'm jumping back and forth, but around that time when Wilder fought, Robert Helenius, I think that's his name.
Yes, sir.
It was a boxer that pretty much almost became something similar to Gerald McMillan. If y'all know the story about Gerald McMillan,
sad story.
He was a big puncher. Ran into what is Connor? What's his name?
Connor Ben.
Ben Senior. Ran into Connor Ben Senior, who was allegedly taking steroids and knocked him out so bad to where like now he's a vegetable. And there was another fighter recently who's on a recovery now. Like recently they showed videos of him with assistants punching the punching bag. But that's what Wilder was talking about after the presser. It was Richard Colon, I believe. Richard Colon. Yeah. So he was talking about him and like how like now like the family was relying on him to be the breadwinner, but now he's relying on the family. So that's what he was kind of saying. And there's a lot of factors going into that too, because Wilder, he has a lot of his knockout power come from his surgically instructed hand. He has titanium plates in his hand, bro. A lot of people don't know that. Like he has metal in his fucking right hand. So a lot of the times where the knockouts come from, it comes from his killer instinct too, but it's a little bit enforced too. So he knows that, and with knowing that, like he can kind of see where he can definitely do damage because he was punching through guards. He was doing everything to knock motherfuckers out. It wasn't that he was just waiting for an opening. He was just punching, and now he's trigger shy because of it. So, it's just but overall in his story, I'm happy for him because of the way that he came into boxing. Like he has a daughter that was that stuff but still suffering from cerebral palsy, and that was his way of making a living for her, and he did it.
That man was when he started boxing, he was working 2 jobs. So
he was a truck driver for Budweiser, bro.
Yeah. Like truly if there was a movie to be done on a boxer, Deontay Wilder is the perfect person.
Definitely defeated the odds, but I know I was jumping around with a lot of things, with the tank. It's a lot of good boxing still left for the year. Almost reminiscent of what it was 2022 when it was like almost like every weekend it was like a good bout. In 2024 it's looking like that way too. The way they line and tank up, it seems like him and Frank Martin is in for a good clash. I think people overlooking that, but that's gonna be a great bout, a great test for Tank, just to see where his career go. And it's put up for shut up too, because if Tank don't win, he don't get that $250 million contract that Prime is trying to offer him too for 6 fights. And he wants to prove to the world that he's not just an attraction like Ryan Garcia. He feels like this is a good way of showing that he's really a top dog, because they say like Tank is the face of boxing, but you also in the same breath would say Usyk or Terrence Crawford is number one in the world. So
and when you had brought up like where Tank's head at going into this fight, I was gonna say it's coming at a
250, bro. 250 for 6 to 7 fights, bro. Million.
And like I'm saying, like where Tank's headspace at right now, it can't come at a worse time because Frank Martin is hungry. So like, and the worst thing you could do is have an altered mindset against a hungry opponent. So hopefully, I think that fight is on the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. June 15th. Hopefully, we could do I'll talk to you off air. Hopefully, we could do a special DMac Boxing Corner episode where we kind of break that fight down, because that's a fight I can't wait to see.
It's a lot of things. I've been studying. You guys, my fiance, man. I've been studying them boys a little bit. I see a lot of weaknesses in Frank armor, but I also see a lot of strength. But what I have been seeing though, a lot of maturity, and I know I said a lot, what's kind of scared me with Tank, but he's already on weight. This is the first time in his career that his training camp haven't been a fat camp. Like he's at 138 right now. Well, before the training camp started, fighting at 135. He's way better shape, and he also has a motivation of helping Adrian Broner get from his rut, the person that brought him to the mainstream of boxing, who fights on June the 7th against Blair the Fair Cobb, which is a good attraction fight. Both of them been doing some innovative marketing, training in the same gym, talking shit to each other in the same gym, something I've never seen before in boxing. So it's like I said, man, if you're not a boxing fan, and if you as a boxing fan, there's some good stuff going on in boxing right now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So, gentlemen, we've come to the end of the program. On tap this Wednesday, we return with the watch list. We will have the brother Dar on, where we will the match will be Bret Hart and Owen Hart, SummerSlam 1994, the steel cage match.
Woo!
So what I mean, get your umbrellas ready for that. Next week we will be tapped into we will have Marks with Mics and Powerbomb Jitsu on. We're discussing the time because that's the same night as NXT Battleground. So we'll touch base with that and find out. We got a couple guests coming up later on this month. I'm actually working on our first international guest to come on the podcast. So, be good. A little bit. Doing some things, man. Doing some things.
You want to talk about a playmaker? That's a playmaker. Nick is making
Kyrie.
the fucking plays.
Goddamn, Jason Kidd.
Hey, let's talk about another thing about a playmaker who has this wonderful book here.
Oh,
that's right.
This one.
That's right.
This one. Your
That's
Love
right.
is Necessary by Scotland Underwood. Make sure you go pick it up.
Pick that
It is
up.
that you can easily go pick it up on Amazon. Go do that.
Yes. Nice little $18. Nothing.
You need nothing, man.
Nothing.
No support.
That's what we're
Support,
obviously.
man.
Obviously, go pay your bills first and then buy the book. You know what I mean? But then, oh my God, T.
Oh, Inquiry.
Yes.
What's up?
Yeah, what you got, man? What you got? While we wait for that. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Oh no. Look, I'm in the process of getting copies that will be signed for everybody. So if you want to hold out until I have those, please. You know what I mean? Either way, tap in. Like I said, if you get a copy of the book beforehand, I will happily sign it for you. If you want to wait until I actually send it to you, I'll do that as well. But yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Nolo? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Nicholas, can I ask you a question?
Oh, please.
Will there be there something in your mind? I know, like I say, you on a CEO type schedule now, so I get it. But will there be a book tour in the future?
Oh, I'm so glad you say that, Mr. Bailey.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, man. The floor is yours.
No, so as once again I have told some dear close friends, I just need to get through the magnitude of this week, which the last day I really need to get through will be Tuesday. But then after Tuesday, we will be on the full effect. We do have a little tour that I am setting up, little bit on the East Coast. So yeah. Once we get through Tuesday, I'll let you know what's going on.
That's what I fucking like to hear.
My man Tej, why is Kyle O'Reilly the best wrestler out of the Undisputed Era? I disagree, but
I disagree.
I think he's number 2.
Yep.
No, and keep in mind, Kyle O'Reilly is fucking great. Like that is not no way of diminishing him. I just think Roger Strong's better. Yeah, I think
that's also my number 1.
Yeah, but Kyle O'Reilly, top notch.
Absolutely.
And Tej, we gotta talk now. I'm gonna hit you up in a few.
He had a damn good match with Ospreay.
Yeah.
That was the other one. I'm glad you said it.
But you can find me at PoeticScotland on X, Scotland_Underwood on Instagram, and of course you can find the book link. Your Love is Necessary, out now on Amazon. The links are in my bios.
You can find me at Raleoftheleaf on Twitter and Instagram. Follow both pod pages at the same locations, at bgwpod.
You can find me at Taco Mac. Entering my beer at Brew University. Well, today I had a good hopsecutioner, you know what I'm saying, with a 20-piece wing, 2 shots of Patron.
God damn. God damn.
And two 22 ounces of the finest IPAs you can find in Atlanta, Georgia. But if you don't find me there, you can find me on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm a little bit more savvy on X now.
You've been popping up.
You've been
I see you more often.
Pop up, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Life is great. So, I got more entertaining things to say, and I'm not scared to say it no more, bro.
That's the money. That's the money right there.
But you can find me on, either one of them things, DMacTardy or whatever you scroll and pass time on.
You can find me exposing more of how Ray is a horrible person on Twitter, but also you can find me on
Can't say exposing these days, bro. A lot of shit going on in the world, bro. You're gonna be on a grand jury.
X my man Zoe, IG Chaz OB.
Shoot. Unless we got anything else, gentlemen.
You can find my partners Reasonable Wrestling.
Oh, reasonable.
Shout out to Reasonable.
Reasonable. Go
Oh,
tap into the locker room lead with Lorenzo. Tap in with the
Yes,
Ringside
sir.
Club.
Yes,
tap
sir.
in with Marks with Mike's Powerbomb Jitsu.
yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Tap in all the family. You know, anybody that tapped in with us today, anybody that's watching right now, the 275 people on deck right now, we appreciate you, bro. We love you.
We love you too, man.
Love you too, brother.
You know what I mean? In fact, we gotta tap in with a reasonable come back on the podcast, man. We need a whole conglomerate.
Facts, man. We need to
all
have
of
a
us together.
combo in this motherfucker, man.
Voltron and Transformers. God
Look,
damn.
whenever I like that. Whenever they got time, we got the space. But until next time, we are out.
Peace out to my world.
And at the end of the day,
The day gotta end.
you goddamn right.
Fucking got it.
Ain't like how that nigga